Hey guys, it's Rebecca here from Transitions and I'm here to do you a pickup card pile. So we've got pile number 1, pile number 2, excuse me because I'm holding the camera, pile number 3. Here we have either, I'd say it's more like a romance reading, or it'll be friendships, it'll be how you are personally within relationships, things you need to deal with yourself within relationships. So just give yourself a couple of seconds now just to choose which pile of cards, and I will go through each one in order 1 to 3. I will timestamp it as well, so if you're watching and you want to jump to your number, please feel free to do so by looking in the description box. So here we go, pile 1, let me just point, pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3, if you can see that. Right, let's spin this around and get me up here. Oh, here we go. So guys, I haven't seen these myself, so let's just pull them round and then I can grab them. Got some room. Let's see what we've got for pile number 1. Let me shut this as well. Annoys me when it's open in the background. So here we go guys, pile number 1. Let's see what we get for this one. Oh, right, okay. Right, for some of you guys, just tune into this a little bit, because we've got the feeling alone card. We've got seek the truth card, getting to the bottom of things card. We've got the unrequited love. And we've also got that very soon card here. And then we've got this power card, which is here as well. Okay. Now, for some of you guys, there's obviously something rocky going on between, you know, if you are in a relationship right now. Let's just turn this down and then we can see the cards a little better there. You don't want to be seeing me, do you? You want to see the cards. So, for you guys, this is about feeling, for some of you, if you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship, you're feeling very much lost and alone. You're feeling, it feels to me like you're not feeling like anybody's taking you seriously. You don't feel like anybody, you know, if you are in a home situation, you're feeling left out at home. You're feeling like you're not a part of things that are going on around you at the moment. You feel like, you know, you're the outsider, you're the one that's always looking in, and nobody's sort of appreciating anything that you do or your value towards life. You feel like people aren't being truthful as well within a situation, which one that came to me actually from the moon there, that's just peeking out from the sun. The moon that's just peeking out from the mountains, Rebecca, from the mountains there. But I do feel like you've been feeling like this for quite a long time, and you're sort of getting to the bottom of the situation, as in your own personal thoughts there. You're obviously feeling like there's unrequited love, so that's, you know, you could take this as your children. Your children could be driving you mad at home. You could feel like they've got no respect for you. You could feel like, you know, nobody listens to you. All you do is go in, you cook, you clean. And I mean, I know that this is meant to be sort of more on the relationship front, but you have relationships with your children, and all I asked was, what do we need to know within our relationships? And here we go. So you're not feeling valued, that's for sure. You're not feeling valued, you're not feeling the communication, you're not feeling like you're getting the attention that you used to get. Okay, I feel like you're getting to your wit's end. I feel like you're feeling like it's time for you to move on. Okay, it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to find a new direction. Now, this could also, like I say, it could be in a friendship as well. So if you're happily married, you know, this doesn't have to be about you know, two couples splitting up. So say you're happily married, or you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever scenario you're in, just think outside the box a little bit. Okay. Seeking the truth. I feel like this is seeking the truth in what you want. Do you want to split up this friendship, this marriage, this companionship? You know, do you want to move away from a job role because of somebody that's in there? Because it is to do with a person, but it could be to do with a job as well. You could feel like you're out of it at work. You could, this is, it's quite broad, is this? You could feel out of it at work, like nobody appreciates you, like you do everything. You know, nobody even notices you're there. But what this is saying basically is whatever your situation is very soon you're going to make this decision. You're going to make this decision to look and sort of dissect the situation. You know, is this a relationship for me? Is this the person that I'm meant to be with? You're going to get to the bottom of your own feelings and what's going on, and you know, you're going to realize your value. Do they appreciate you? You know, why am I sticking around if somebody doesn't appreciate me? Why am I, it's like, you know, these two heads here, it's like you're suddenly shining the light on things. So, you know, you might have walked around the house thinking, you know, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, you know, people might treat me like this, but it's been happening like this all my life. Well, that's going to change, because you're going to see the light of things, and you're going to realise that actually the only person that's holding you back with your heart, look at the pink there, is yourself. You're holding yourself back from that relationship that you actually want, whether that be, you know, friends, family, committed relationship with a partner. It's time for you to go out and get that relationship that you actually thrive for, so that you feel like you're in that house, you're in that home, so that you don't feel unrequited. Maybe you're in a situation where you give too much in a relationship. You know, maybe this is how you felt in the past. You've given too much in relationships. You know, you've always felt left out and alone. And, you know, it's time for you to stop feeling that. It's time for you, you know, to be the one that's not always giving to this person. It's this person giving back to you. You know, we all deserve equal measures in relationships, whichever kind of relationships we're having. We always, you know, we should always strive to have that balance, and the only way we can get that balance is by having that self-love and that self-respect for ourselves, and then boundaries with people. Put up them boundaries, you know, and say, this is what I deserve, this is where I need to be, this is where I should be going, this is what I expect. You know, I expect a thank you when I put something on the dinner table. I don't expect everybody to ignore me and keep on talking. Not sure why that came through. That might be for some of you. You know, you may find yourself doing all the things in the home or doing all the things around work, and not one person notices you. So it's about time they noticed you and you stood up for yourself, okay? Tell the truth. It's about seeking the truth within yourself, realising why you end up feeling left out in the cold, okay? It's time for that realisation now about you. It's time for you to move forward in your relationships and have healthy boundaries and a healthy carry on. You've had a long road of this now. It's time for you to seek the truth. What is it that I do? Because we've always got to remember, and I think I put that on a post this morning, life is about a reflection. What is somebody trying to show you? Yeah? Why is that person treating you like they do? Why is that thing that person's doing annoying you? It's because it's mirroring back at you something that you need to learn and you need to change to bring you into a new cycle. The ending cards that we've got here is power. It says you instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. I mean, how appropriate is that? How appropriate is that? You have the power to say no. No, you're disrespecting me. My barriers are going up. I don't put up with that behaviour. Okay, so you've got the chance to say that. You've also got the time to walk away from it. So that's another thing about taking personal responsibility in relationships, isn't it? We have the power to say no. This isn't right. You're not treating me right. I'm not putting up with this behaviour. Okay, the last one, which is a beautiful one, and it's my beloved. And it says on it, it says, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. This for me is usually a message from your soulmate or from, you know, a twin flame or whatever. But today this feels like it's a message from your loved ones. It's a message for your loved ones that have, you know, bringing this truth forward to you, making you have these realizations. They're saying, you know, although we are physically apart, although we are in heaven, or whatever you want to call it, on a different plane to us. Although they are up there, they are watching you. Yeah, you are always united with with your loved ones. You know, maybe I think for some of you, you may be feeling quite lonely. Normally, you may speak to somebody that's passed, like, I don't know, a grandparent or a mother that has passed, about your love life and situations. Some of you may have been thinking, you know, oh, they'd have known what to do in this situation. They wouldn't have put up with this situation. So I feel like that's a message from your loved ones to say, you know, we are there. We are showing you the signs. We are wanting you to move forward. We are wanting you to have that love that you truly deserve. So that's amazing. What a beautiful reading. Right. So that is pile number 1. Please do let me know if that resonates for you or not. Let me just put these to one side and we'll go on to pile number 2. Here we go. What do we get for pile number 2? Wow, we've got lots of cards for pile number 2. Ooh. Right, okay, guys. How beautiful is this? Don't change who you are. Keep on shining. What a beautiful message. So, this is about somebody who, I want to say, has got their shit together. Somebody who has got or are on with getting their self together. Okay, this is about somebody there that is shining in the and basking in the light, of course, of her own self or his own self-worth, self-love. So this is about somebody that has been really working on themselves. Look at this. Really working on themselves, really getting themselves, you know, a foot here, really managing to, you know, some of you may be in the limelight a little bit here as well. Some of you may be looked upon, you know, whether that be at work, whether you run YouTube channels, you know, whether you've got a page, whatever it is you do. I feel like some of you that are watching this reading will actually be slightly in the limelight. So people will follow you, people will want to aspire into doing things that you're doing. You know, you'll be very helpful. You'll be, you know, like a bit of a, when I say a leader, I mean more like a teacher kind of a person. But what's happened is because you have been doing this work, yeah, we've got the going within card here. This is a meditation card. It's like you found your own heart for me with this card today. You've gone inside and you found your own heart. Look at all this beautiful green on here, all these luscious leaves. And then we've got these 2 birds here that are looking from a higher perspective. So it's like you've learned not just to float along in life, but to look at every single angle of everything that you do. You know, you've totally changed your perspective on life, and you're just shining bright. I think you're in a very secure place. You feel very secure and very safe in your own environment. Now, for some of you, okay, this if you are in a relationship, this is just about how you've grown as a person and how you've grown as a person within a relationship. Okay, I do feel for the ones that are on their own, there is this feeling of not being optimistic about what's going to happen in your future when it comes to romance. I think some of you may have given up a little bit there. I feel like maybe some of you as well have got that into looking after yourself and you know, looking after your own well-being, your own state of mind, your own self-worth and self-love. You've been doing that much work on yourself that, you know, you sort of forgotten about relationships, or you're not even thinking that anything's going to come around the corner. You've just basically thought, right, okay, that's it now. You know, I think you were very interested in it all at one point, but you've sort of taken a step back from that. And that's all to do with self-love and self-worth, isn't it? You know, once you love yourself, you're quite happy on your own. It's when you're looking for an outside source that you're rushing around trying to meet somebody else, or trying to find love within another situation. There's not that much to say about this, because it is literally that you've just done all this work, and that you've gone within, and that you've got this joy, this you know, this sense of well-being. You're probably very happy in your job. You're probably very happy with your home. You know, if you are in a partnership with somebody, like I said, this is the same thing again. With this one though, I think you're very optimistic. If you've been doing work on yourself, and you have been, and you are in a relationship, you know, you have done some real work for the both of you. Okay, it's not just for yourself. You've been doing all this work for the both of you. I want to say, you know, that maybe you were having problems in your relationship before you started to do this inner work. Before you found your own inner spark, I want to say. It's like before you found your own inner spark, maybe you were having a few problems in your relationship. Now, maybe that didn't come from them. It might have come from you because you were you know, not happy in your own life. You found it very hard to be happy in your relationship. And of course, sometimes we can, when we don't love ourselves and love our situation, we can then be quite needy within a relationship. So, you know, you've changed that. You've spun that around now. Well, I want to say to the ones that are single, you have a secret admirer. We have somebody that's watching you. It says someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So there is somebody around the corner there. Just watch out. There's somebody coming in. Okay, what happens sometimes is when you're not looking for love, when you're going in on yourself, you attract loving. Sounds bizarre, doesn't it? But it's just the way it works. So the more you're grasping for love, the less the love's going to come in. You're more likely to repel it, actually. So you've got that coming in. And then also for the ones that are already in a relationship, I do feel like I say, like you know, there were dynamics in your relationship you didn't like until you managed to love yourself. This is where the secret admirer comes in for you, because what's happened is you've managed to, you know, bring back that, it feels like you've brought back that that zest for life within the relationship. So like it's become new again. It feels new again. It feels new again. It feels whole again. You might be on this journey and this might be going to come in for you. I do think a lot of you are single that have chose this pile, I've got to say. But if you are with somebody, it's going to be like they're a secret admirer of you. You know, they're going to see you in a different light, and it's going to make them love you even more because you've changed so much and you've become so independent. And you've sort of nurtured yourself there, which is absolutely amazing. Okay, absolutely amazing. This one here, what we've got last, says, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. And I think that's where you've got to. You've got to the stage where you realise that there is no right or wrong. There's just working on yourself and following the path and following the journey. Everything that we do expands our mind. You know, we meet everybody for a reason. Everything's for a reason, you know, and you've got to that stage, I think, where you're letting go and just letting the universe do what it's got to do. And that's what's bringing in this, in this love for you. That's what's bringing in this joy, this settled part of you. This reading is more about you as a person, either going into a relationship or being in the relationship, that you've got yourself to a stage now where you can have that proper true connection. Okay, so stay optimistic if you're single, please. Because that secret admirer is there for you and is wanting to come in. So let me know how you get on. That was pile number 2. Right, let's go on to pile number 3. See what we get. Just put these out of the way. Right, okay. Right, let's have a look. So, what have we got here? We've definitely got a feeling. We've got the nurture card here for pile number 3. We've got the flow card. We've got the lead card, we've got a passion card, and then obviously we've got the 2 love hearts here. Now, for me, for some of you, okay, let me just, there's this feeling of going too quickly. There's like this feeling of racing to the end. This is 10 is a completion card, and I don't usually do numbers, as you all know, but I am drawn to number 10, and number 10 for me, because of the tarot, is a completion card. So I feel like you're trying to race to the end when it comes to a relationship, okay? Yes, there's a time to take the lead in a relationship, and then there's times to stand back as well. Okay, that's coming through straight away. There's this feeling of needing to ground yourself. There's a feeling of needing to touch base, okay? Touch the earth. Something may be happening quite quickly here, and you're very passionate about it. You're very passionate about this person, I want to say. Or this person that's around you. There's this passion, there's this fire. I can feel this relationship, this burning desire to move forward, to quickly, like, I don't know, move in together, or, you know, become boyfriend and girlfriend, however it works out for you. But it's like there's this necessity to rush. There's this necessity to be the boss in the situation as well. You're wanting to be boss. You're wanting to rush. And you're not connected to the earth. You're not connected. You're up in, you know, this is about you're up in the sky, all right? Instead of your feet being firmly on the ground about this relationship, you're up here in your head, okay? Nothing's been thought through properly in a situation here when it comes to the heart. Something is not being, and the thing is, she's got, right, this necklace thing around her neck, and it's like grass, okay, and then this black stuff, I don't even know what it is, but it looks sharp. And when I look at her and ask Spirit to show me what this card's about, it's like, can you see how her head's tilted back? It's like if she were to get up quickly, she'd strangle herself, literally, because there's a very short chain behind her there, holding her back, holding her right back. And that's the universe saying, you know, if you keep rushing this too quickly, it's going to crash and burn. So put this wherever it is. It could be a job situation. It could be anything. It isn't just feeling like love. So whatever situation you're in at the moment, don't rush it. It's time to take a little bit of time. There's something that's missing. There's something you're not seeing. So if you've started in a new relationship, or in a new job, or, you know, you have a new friendship, there's a veil of something that needs to drop. The only way you're going to work this out is to keep testing the waters with this person, this situation. It's about you letting things flow naturally, so that your inner compass has time to tell you and warn you if there's something that you need to know. Stop rushing to the end. Flow. Flow. Pop an idea in, let it drop into the ocean, and let it just come out and see where it goes. See how it flows, okay? I'm going to say, obviously, meditation's good at this time because you can listen to your higher self. Make sure you're getting yourself out into nature and giving yourself some space, okay? I feel like somebody's quite choking within a relationship. So can you see how he's grasping her there? I feel like someone's being overbearing, and this is where this slow down comes in. This feels to me like it's time to get out of the lead. Get out of the lead. If you're going into a partnership with somebody, make sure you read the legal jargon, whether that's entering a marriage, a house with somebody, or whether that's getting a contract, a new business contract. That is shining up for me quite brightly there. You're not listening to your intuition when it comes to this situation because you're in such a rush, because your mind's going so quickly, 10 to the dozen. You're not listening. You're not letting your intuition come in and guide you in the right way. There's more to be seen in this situation, okay? You need to connect. I also want to say that for some of you, other people around you have already said this to you, okay? Slow down. Take it easy. You know, don't be going head on in. Give yourself that time. Give yourself that space. Check the wording on the contracts. You know, check what's being said. That person's smothering you, or you're smothering them. The situation's smothering, or you're smothering a situation. You feel like there's a big bond here, okay? And I'm not saying there isn't. I do think that some of you feel this is very spiritually guided, and it is spiritually guided, but it's spiritually guided to help teach you something as well as everything else. That's what we've always got to remember when it comes to people. They're here to teach us on whatever level that may be. Listen to your intuition, because it's trying to tell you something. Okay, it's trying to tell you something. Let's go on to our little side messages, our little love hearts here. So we've got, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Now this for me is about you giving it that time to make the memories, together, the ones that you want to share, okay? Make sure you're giving it time to make memories, okay? Things to look back on. You can't take things. It's saying here, when you pass from this world, you have nothing. You take nothing with you but your soul. So the other thing that crops up there is also this business about contracts. Okay, so that could be like a cohabiting agreement or something like that, because it's saying when you pass, you know, you don't take anything with you but your soul. So money is not always a major priority. Okay, so they're warning you there already. Look at the contracts. Who's trying to push you into something you don't want to do? Or is it that you're being too stringent about things that you own? You know, maybe you don't want them to move in with you. Yeah, maybe they're pushing you to move in or whatever. There's something here about the contracts. Not for everybody, it is a side message, is the contract thing. But yeah, it's something to take into consideration, is that. So you don't take things with you. And also it's about having the time to make the memories. Excuse me, guys. I'm getting a dry throat. The next one. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess equally. So the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Okay, so maybe the thing that stands out to me in that is, you know, if I want to say it's like this: you rush into everything, they don't, or they rush into everything and you don't. It annoys you, but that's because you need to get that balance. You need to get the balance between the pair of you. Okay. If that is the case, there's a balance needed. So it's about not rushing. It's about making the memories. It's about having the time together. It's about taking a step back. It's about thinking about things. It's about listening to what you're doing, what you're thinking, where you're both going. Are we doing this too quickly? Are we doing it too slowly? Some of you maybe are doing it too slowly. But I think a lot of you are rushing things. You're not grounded. You found this passion and this new romance, and you're going straight head on in there. Like I say, it could be a business thing as well, but there's just there's this unbalance here. And they're saying, you know, whatever qualities you admire in another, qualities you both what you are projecting for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. So you both have, you know, balance there on what you possess. But then it also says equally, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So look at what's being reflected to you. And I've got a feeling that what's being reflected to you is you need to slow the hell down. Stop rushing into things, whether that be relationships or whether that be new jobs or whatever it is that you tend to rush head on in on. It's not the time to be doing it. It's time to take it steady, Eddie. So that's your message, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to disappear now. Thank you all so much. I don't know if you'll have gone the whole way through, but if you have, please could you like, share and subscribe. Please do share the video, and I'll speak to you all soon. Been really good to do one of them. I will be doing more. Goodbye. Thank you.